Hey, Adam Culbertson here. Before we begin, we got a promo from another independent podcast, so when you finish this episode, make sure you go and check them out.
Tales from the Tavern is the epic TTRPG talk show where chat asks all of the questions.
D20s are completing their natural migration to raise their D4s.
Oh, I love that idea that D4s are just baby D20s and everything is just...
They don't mature for 5 years.
They don't mature for 5 years.
That's amazing.
You heard it here first, folks. D4s are
that.
just baby D20s. Join us live on Twitch every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/GamerMomLuna.
I can't help it. I stepped in it and smeared it with my toes.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Or look for Ears Edition wherever you get your podcasts.
I think wholesome's sometimes the best moments were just it's the human aspect of the game in some ways, kind of peeking through in unexpected ways.
Join me, Gamer Mom Luna, each week as I interview 5 new guests. Hope to see you there.
Bye.
Steel your mind, for eldritch horrors of the universe unknown. For what is to follow is a tale of intrigue, mystery, and madness. You're listening to Microphones and Monsters. All right, so yeah, you stick your head in there, and there is no elevator. There's just an elevator.
Zool. Yes, gotcha.
No, there is no elevator car or whatever, but there is the cables there, and it looks like they're not like taut; they are hanging. Like with all the commotion, they did kind of sway a little bit with those things writhing and popping.
Well, I have absolutely no intention of going down this shaft all by myself, so I'm going to go ahead and try and pry these doors open.
Okay.
Try and maybe use my tail to kind of help with leverage.
Yep. Oh man.
Yeah,
give me a strength check.
This should work. This should work quite well, I imagine.
Yes.
You still have your Cardiac Inspiration, right, Richard? Just in case.
The total is 20.
Oh, the total is 20.
Total is 20.
So you okay? How do you open the door with a fucking bomb ass like strength tail save or check?
Like Aleister is going to actually press like one of his paws like up on the upright door, the one that's still like in place correctly.
Yeah.
And then like his tail's going to whip out like into the tentacle form and just kind of squeeze in there next to where the one's kind of leaned out and just kind of shove it out across.
All right. Yeah. And it moves with ease. Y'all watch this little cat just shove that other door aside, and yeah, there's enough room for y'all to make your way into the elevator shaft.
Yep.
Well, I must say, this is actually coming kind of handy.
I did it.
There's enough room to get in there with my character, the large creature. Do I need to deform my armor or pop out?
The armor is large size.
Yeah.
No, I would say the elevator shaft would be big enough to fit the large size, because you're not like massively wide and or anything like you're more tall. I'm guessing. I'm asking.
Yeah, the elk sword is more skinny, so it's probably more like a tall than wide.
Yeah, because you're inside of this, like you're wearing it as armor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's not like in the shape of an elk, right?
Yeah, it's like a normal. It's like a transformer that turns into an elk. So it's
okay,
more like,
but you're in like human bipedal form.
Yeah, bipedal form. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. You can fit in the elevator that way. Yes, or elevator shaft.
And I guess furthermore, just to make sure that I'm making my assumption correctly, does the HUD actually point us down?
Yes, the HUD does point down.
Okay.
Like it updates.
All right. Well, I suppose that down is the order of the day then. I know it doesn't really go well for us, but I suppose we don't really have a choice in this.
No, I don't think we do.
I think we should go down and the biggest people down first, in case someone slips.
Yes, I would much rather not be crushed by one of the mechs.
Yeah.
I mean, I could fly. I wouldn't crush you unless I wanted to.
Still, I think I'd rather not risk it.
Victor's gonna look at Gabby and be like, "Can you fly?"
Sort of, but not applicable in this situation. It's more like a launch.
Then I recommend you go first, if you don't mind.
All right. I agree with that. I don't want to crush my new friends. She just hops down, she just kind of walks and hops down.
Just takes a step.
Did everybody introduce themselves like by name to Gabby?
Nope, we've been too
I know
busy.
Aleister
I know
did.
We're
Victor
going to,
did.
and then we got attacked, and so it's really just Aleister, and then he knows. Then Gabby knows there's just another mech guy and a guy in a trench coat and hat.
You did say Victor. You did say you were Victor.
Some very rude
I said
DM
and Aleister
took that opportunity away from us and attacked us with filth.
And Aleister did address Julian.
It walked past you.
It's true.
Yeah.
It was walking near you. I didn't attack
But he
you.
was menacing. He was making all them swishy.
I mean, we can
noises.
retcon, and y'all did introduce each other during that hour that you were walking.
No,
that
we
makes
walked
a lot
in
of sense.
silence for 1 hour.
That would be
There's a lot of
Yeah.
chit chat going on, and Julian being irritated.
And
Yeah.
she meant what she said. That's why I said it was ironic I got the heart card, because she literally is the heart of the party. I've literally said players say they will kill their characters to protect her.
All right.
It's been mostly empty threats thus far.
Earth, fire, wind, water, and heart.
All right. So you reach out
Heart of
to
the
grab
Ghostbusters.
the thickest cable that's going down, and all the cables are like you could tell that it's very long, but it does have some give to it, so you know it's not attached at the bottom, but you can slide down it basically.
Out of curiosity, are there any lights like on Gabby's mech?
I think it would have light. It doesn't say that it doesn't say that it does, but it makes sense to me.
Does she have dark vision?
She does not.
I remember in the Power Rangers movie, they made their helmets have little headlights on them. If that helps.
Headlights, yeah.
The eyes just lit up. I don't
Yeah.
know if there are eyes on this one, though. I can't quite tell with the drawing.
Yeah, it's the weird bug eyes,
Oh, okay.
like the right below like the giant jaws on the face.
Oh, okay.
It's sophisticated.
All right. So Gabby leads the way. Who's following behind?
We said heaviest people first, so I think I
Julian.
would be second.
Yeah, no reason to cast fly unless it's necessary, And then
Yeah.
Victor's just going to be rappelling down the rope, and I assume that Aleister is going to sit on someone's shoulder as they go down.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably be right.
You were already on my shoulder anyway, so you probably just stayed there.
Well, before jumping down, opening the door, and then...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you'd still land on your feet, so you'd be fine.
But yeah, Aleister would probably opt to get back on your shoulder for the descent.
All right. So by the time that the other two are sliding down, Victor, like it is taut from their weight, and doesn't really have a lot of sway to it when you grab it.
Could we could as soon as we get to the bottom, we could hold the bottom.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can hold the bottom. It does go down quite a ways. This is like, I would say the HUD is giving you on your display as you look down the shaft. It's giving you a 600 feet to the bottom.
Oh wow! Yeah, the last time we went down, we didn't even come back up. So
it's very true. And none of us did the Hudson spit test.
Nope.
Knock it off, man.
But yeah, very deep bunker. And as you're sliding down as well, you see the filth just writhing on the wall. It doesn't reach out to you or anything, but you see it.
Is it making like the same faces like it did before?
Yeah, it's like every time, like everything you're seeing with this filth, it's just constantly mutating, and some things look kind of familiar to you in faces and stuff, and then other things look completely alien as well to you. So it's just a constant mutating, unforming, and growing, and just the stench from it is just constant.
How delightful.
Disgusting.
Gabby's looking and she just speaks up and goes, I hate to say this, but this is not worse than what I came from, so this is actually better.
I don't know where you came from, but I really do not want to go there.
Do we know why this stuff isn't attacking Gabby?
No. Or, I don't.
I mean, that is a fair question. I mean, perhaps there's some other eldritch being that Gabby is in tune with or something. I don't know.
Are y'all talking on your Vox boxes? Like,
if we're on the way down, I would assume.
Yeah,
I would assume
like
so.
Maybe I was whispering, like, and so that I knew Julian could hear it, and Aleister's just next to my head anyway. Yeah. And so we're just sort of chit chatting.
So Gabby doesn't hear it.
That's right. We're excluding you from our conversation.
No.
We just met you like an hour ago. We're used to people showing up and just helping us, but sometimes they're fishy.
I'm just amused for reasons.
But y'all continue your conversation as you're going down. You can. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't a very long conversation. It was just like, okay. Yeah, it's like, do we know why the thing that happens to everyone but us isn't happening to her?
No, I don't think we never got a definitive answer. It was just because of our exposure to,
Do you think Yamnul was maybe wrong?
Outer things.
Perhaps Yamnul was wrong, and it actually only attacks the, he called them halflings, but they didn't really look like halflings to me.
Oh, you mean those beings that he just, just summons and does what he will with, and
yes, those things. Yes,
cool.
Maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe Gabby's power comes from some other thing, like the Tolshur Haster or something.
Well, I guess we could ask Gabby about that.
We could,
but isn't it so much more fun to theorize?
No. I mean, yes, it's fun to theorize, but it's also fun to actually get the information about the theory. Other than it'll just drive you mad.
So I'll say Gabby gets to the bottom first, and the elevator doors just aren't there. It looks like they were just bent.
Yeah,
outwards,
like a cat attacked
into
them.
This hallway. But you're looking down a hallway, and it's a dark hallway. I guess with your flashlight helmet, you wouldn't see extremely far, but you do catch glimpses of more filth on the walls, on the floor, and on the ceiling. Seems to be more condensed in here, but there's still like room to move down the hallway. But that's what you see when you get to the bottom, and then the other three get down there.
I never asked this. Is the color of the filth the same? Or is it like different hues or
it's like constantly changing, and it's black and white, just constantly swirling and moving.
No gray?
Huh.
No pattern. It's just
No, only black and white.
It's a legitimate
I
question.
mean,
if it's
yeah, I
black
guess
and white.
where it kind of like comes together, yeah. You know, I mean,
But
I
it's
could show you
separate.
pictures.
It doesn't.
Yeah, but it's all,
Yeah.
but it's all separate, or like it's all black and white, so it's like that. You know?
Okay.
So
I
like,
understand.
so it would gray where
filthy.
it kind of swirls, but none of it has
Disgusting.
any.
I hate it.
None of it has any other color but shade.
It's all shades of gray.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I would say Gabby would kind of move towards the front of the elevator, towards the entrance, kind of taking like a protective stance. She, like putting herself forward to be the first person to attack. She seems kind of like, she just seems protective for some reason. That's all I'll say on it.
Okay.
If you guys want to, I mean, I'm open for anyone wants to insight that.
I think I'm wildly distracted with everything going on and just not seeing Gabby as a threat, if anything.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
I'm gonna yeah.
Victor might, like, when we get down there, like Victor might, if assuming it hadn't come up while we were walking, Victor would probably be like, Gabby, what exactly brought you here again? Do you understand what's going on with all of this filth stuff? And he'll like just point at all the gross on the walls and
my world, there's this city covered with this ink. It's sort of like this. It makes people into distorted versions of themselves. I went through a pool of the thing that's supposed to be from the source. I guess you could call it a god. I've never really talked to anyone about this. I mean, my life is, Ingress are complicated. But there was this slime that made all these, it was like a slime or an ooze. It made all these different colors, and it was mutating the life, and we were told that eventually it was going to just launch up and destroy the city, and I had this sense that if I came here I could find something to stop it, and then I was needed. Ingress or Julian, can I assume from your, and she's kind of hesitant that she says this, can I assume you got the mech suit, you're a man of science? Wait. She pauses for a moment and she turns. Wait, are you Julian Cottage?
Dr. Julian Cottage, yes.
Oh. I didn't expect you to be so tall.
The suit adds a few inches and several 100 pounds.
He used to be shorter.
Yeah.
There was a version of yours in my world. Your student's an asshole. He may have that giant mecha fight I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
He was the monster we were fighting.
Oh, was his name North?
No. Augustus. He was a half turtle.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about him.
Have you heard of bags of? She stops for a minute. She's like, they named me Gabby, but it started out as Gab because I think she kind of turns to you guys and you see her open up the suit and then she deforms her actual suit.
Like the picture you showed us?
No, this is what you see underneath. Yeah, she deforms the ranger suit, and this is what you see underneath.
Oh, okay.
You see like a blank, faceless. They're like black. They're in a suit, and there's these weird patterns that look like eyes on the hood, and on the belt and everything. It goes. Ingress are there's a thing that it's an item. Bag of devouring.
That doesn't sound good.
They're like bags of holding, but they're like also like a mouth to something beyond.
Oh.
I'm kind of like that, but I'm a person. It's
so are you?
You're a bag?
Are you in the bag?
I am.
Or are you the bag?
I am the bag. My first friend Marcus, he had seen Ingress aren't typically as talkative as me. They usually just eat. I'm kind of considered a nerd amongst them because I absorbed enough information that I learned I wanted to be a person, and my friends taught me. I screwed up my world. The reason why the things we're fighting, the things we have to fight, the person we have to defeat, he used me to get out. There's like a look of, I feel like there's like a look of guilt on her face. Like she kind of feels like, she looks like she has a lot to make up for. Like she feels extreme guilt over what she just said.
Can you see guilt I guess the eyes would change.
The eyes are kind of droop. And
okay, yeah. So there's like a physical thing that you see with the eyes.
Emote.
Yeah.
The white eyes inside the hood, they emote.
Oh, okay.
Their eyes are going white.
I'm in my mind's eye. I'm thinking of it like how Spider-Man emotes with his eyes.
Oh yeah.
Animated form. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, did y'all start walking down the hallway?
Yeah, we probably wouldn't have just stood still while she monologued. Like Victor was just curious, what was going on and why she showed up, because it wasn't attacking her. Like it was unusual. Now it kind of makes sense. It's like, oh, she is goo, or she's a magic bag or something. Like Victor didn't quite understand the story. Yeah. Victor felt bad for you, but Victor doesn't know what you're talking about. You're a weirdo like we are for some reason, and you want to help. And Victor picked up on it because he's also, kind of like a weirdo that wants to help. It makes sense enough for Victor. He's not a man of science.
Victor doesn't have to understand the situation, but he does know that he is trying to help someone, and that is all that matters.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry if this is maybe a bit crass, but so are you able to actually hold things? I mean, like inside of yourself?
Yeah, it's one of the things I can do. Most people panic when their hand kind of sucks into you, though. It's one of my abilities.
Victor's going to put his hand in his pockets.
Interesting. So in a way,
I would say she would re-suit up after showing the thing, just because her design is basically an anthropomorphic bag of devouring.
So in a way, I guess you're like an improved Victor. I mean, because you can like hold things and then spit them back out instead of just kind of absorbing them.
I've got a backpack.
Can we please not say the words absorbing things for a while? Please just know.
We're only surrounded by goo that will absorb us if we touch it. That's all.
Everybody give me a perception check as you're walking down the hallway. But finish what you were saying,
check or
Julian.
passive?
I would say that
22.
I am so
21.
incredibly thirsty right now. It is torture.
Now is really not the best time for alcohol.
Oh no, trust me. This is not alcohol, and while you only have a small amount of it in your body, it would be enough. I rolled a 10.
Alcohol? I don't have any alcohol in my body.
Oh, I wouldn't be drinking alcohol.
I rolled a 10 too. I feel like I'm absorbing everyone's bad luck.
No, I got a 22.
Hey, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Oh, damn.
I told you I
21
got a plus
Pay
10,
attention.
and I rolled a 12. So,
And what did Julian get?
I got a 10 as well.
Oh, 10. Okay. Yeah, so the 10s, you don't notice anything. You keep walking forward. Victor and Aleister. Is Aleister's walking or still on Victor's shoulder?
You know what? Like, well, I guess it depends. Like, does it seem like he would be closer to the scoop when he's just, like, on the floor, or if he's, like, actually up on Victor's shoulder to where he's closer to, like, the ceiling?
Honestly, Victor's not... I would say Victor's, like, not paying... Would you be paying attention trying to, like, avoid the goop with
the stuff ate
Aleister on
my
your shoulder?
shoes. It ate my nice shoes. I'm wearing my backup shoes. Of course I'm watching where I'm stepping.
Okay. So Victor's actually being, like, you're even, like, holding Aleister when you're, like, ducking and dodging this stuff.
Yeah.
If I feel like I can be further away from the goop by being on his shoulder, then I will be on his shoulder.
Okay. All right. Well, both of you, let's see. It was a 22 and a 21.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So both of you hear an increased amount of just the slurping and sliming behind you. And as you look back, because y'all have pretty decent dark vision. Aleister has like nightmare dark vision.
Aleister has 120 feet of dark vision.
Regular dark vision, but it's still pretty good.
What does nightmare dark vision mean?
It's super dark vision.
Yeah.
It's twice as long, and it even sees through magical darkness.
Yeah.
120-foot dark vision, and
It's
it
like
works through magical
Devil's
darkness as
sight
well.
or some shit like that.
Yep,
Yeah.
Devil's sight. It's a warlock
That sounds
invocation.
way cooler.
Yeah. Devil's
Devil's
sight.
sight.
I didn't remember the name of it, so I called it Nightmare Dark Vision. Y'all can actually, Aleister would definitely see back at the elevator, and it looks like the elevator shaft is filling up with the goop, and it's kind of to the point that it's starting to move its way down the hall, filling the hall behind you.
Must go faster. Must go faster.
And Victor, you would see it as it's
Sorry, I had
getting
to do
close.
that.
As like Aleister's saying that, you see it moving its way, like it's visibly moving fast enough for you to notice.
I don't suppose anyone has any kind of like flame wall type thing that they can do.
You've got that magic moonbeam thing. Guys, we gotta hurry up.
Is that literally what you do?
I mean, it's not really a flame wall. It's just more of a wall of light. But
I actually don't have a flame wall.
You're asking?
Yeah. Let me blow a gust of wind at it. Let me see if that'll slow it down.
I'm gonna check Victor's spell list.
I'm not going to do that.
Does deflect missiles
style?
work?
So
style is a 3rd level spell.
Yeah. So as Victor and Aleister say that, Julian, you would be you have your night vision glasses. So you're able to see it.
Victor, could you hand me a torch?
Yeah. And then Victor will pull it out and hand Aleister the torch. I guess he'll light it for him if he wants. But he'll hand.
No, it's not really necessary.
Okay.
Like all Aleister is worried about is that you keep going.
Yeah, no.
In a faster
Victor will,
manner.
keep going, and he'll just sort of reach into his backpack like he always does, and just pull a torch out and hand it to Aleister, who I assume is holding it with his tail.
And yes, and Aleister's going to use prestidigitation to light the torch.
Okay.
And then he's going to throw the torch back behind them.
All right. with your mage hand?
With the tail.
Oh, with the tail. Okay.
Why
okay.
not? Like he's getting more used to using the tail.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So you chunk it back. Gabby, you would see it coming closer with your headlamp.
Okay. There's something. I'm gonna try something. You see, because I can't do this with the.
Well, here, let me say what happens with the torch real quick.
Okay.
So, Aleister, you throw the torch, and it just sticks into it, and it's just sizzling, and you just hear the sound of just like burning flesh, like hot burning flesh, like well, I guess it's burning, it's going to be hot. Just sizzling and bubbling and popping and cracking like all at once, and then it just kind of like goes over the fire as it's just burning it, and then just like puts out the fire and just grows over it.
And so it doesn't seem to have slowed it down very much at all.
No, not really.
No.
It's just very disturbing that it was just burning. And
yeah.
Does anyone else have any other options?
And all I've got is fire extinguishers.
I mean, we haven't tried it yet.
I don't think that.
If it gets to a point where it's I'd say within 20 feet of us. Like I'm going to go ahead and cast a moonbeam like immediately behind us.
Okay.
And then just sort of concentrate and pull it behind us.
Yeah, that's the idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to use a couple. I'm going to spend a couple different things. You see Gabby kind of turn, open up the mech, and form. First forms what looks to be a maul, and then using a bonus action, you kind of see her kind of grab it and hold it like this and pull it forward, and it kind of collapses into like a futuristic looking heavy crossbow. Her visor kind of lights up as I use weak spot. My one time, so I can gain advantage, and then the edge of the crossbow starts to glow with lightning, with crackling electricity, as I'm going to fire an explosive finish at the glue to try to push it back.
All right.
So normally I would roll with disadvantage, but advantage cancels that out.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, what nice. Okay, that's going to be a 21 to hit.
Okay, yeah, it hits.
16 lightning damage. As she fires an energized bolt of electricity at it.
All right, so you strike it, and it's a bolt of electricity that comes out of the crossbow.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it just lights up the hallway as it's streaking through, and strikes it, and it like kind of like melts a hole like a divot into into the goop that's coming, and y'all hear you hear and see just like it kind of melting and singeing and burning this goop. But where those of you that can see it really well, you would be with your dark vision or better, you would see that it just builds over itself and covers up the singed, burned area, and it's still moving down the hallway.
Good.
Gonna say
that's
it's
all I got.
And if y'all aren't moving, it gets within 20 feet of you.
Well, no, I don't think we had any intention of not moving.
Okay.
Victor continued to move.
Okay.
Must go faster.
Yep.
All right, so you get to a split. Your indicator is showing you that it's still just deeper into this place, the bunker, but it's showing that you can go either way on the HUD. Hey, I guess you weren't expecting to hear my voice right now. That's right. Adam Culbertson here, doing an outro for Max. Being your goopy boy, leading them down into a bunker, and then giving them a choice to go left or right. I hope you're enjoying this. We are coming up to the end of season 3. We still got a handful more episodes, but it is coming. If you are enjoying season 3, make sure you head on over to mikesandmonsters.com. We got links to everything. Go leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser. I say that all the time because it really helps us whenever you do. Go check out some of our other shows, Patreon, head on over to Discord, talk to us. We want to talk to you. Music in this episode was written and produced by Marco Mazzei of Fallen Highway Studios. Thank you so much, everybody, for all of you do. Listen, talk to us, even support us. Thank you so much. I hope you join us next time here on Microphones and Monsters.